Here's a rather neat technique for creativity that can be delivered on an online basis. All you need is a problem owner and access to a community of like-minded individuals that are prepared to give of their creative best. What we've done with the Ideas Centre is set up the Creative Problem Solving Network on LinkedIn, which has a raft of members, all of which are prepared to play the game. And what we're looking for is problem owners to enter within that group a brief update on what their issue might be. It needs to be expressed in fairly abstract terms. We don't want too much detail because that narrows down the thinking. And potentially you can use a metaphor. A recent example, I was looking to develop business within a certain town, and so I talked about trying to catch the most exciting fish in a big lake. So you use the lake as the metaphor and work with that. And basically what you do is very scantily outline the problem at hand that you're battling with, that you want some creative input on, and then sit back and wait for the creative partners within that network to have a look at your input and then to suggest a whole range of wacky, outrageous, ludicrous ideas on how you could potentially solve the problem. The more outrageous, the better, to really stretch your thinking, generating a raft of intermediate impossibles, novel ideas that would certainly solve the problem if only they were practical, and therefore they're useless, quite frankly. But what they do is allow you to work with them to distill out the magic, to think differently about the solutions, try and find out what is it within that idea that's so magical. Because if you can isolate that, what you can then start to do is to ring fence and protect it and try and find useful ways in which you can deliver exactly the same outcome. This takes you to all sorts of new places within your brain, stretches your thinking, forces you to look at the problem from numerous different angles, and very quickly and surprisingly generating a raft of ideas that are both novel, derived from the intermediate impossible, but absolutely useful, so much so that you feel motivated to get up and do something almost immediately. The technique takes minutes of total elapsed time, but maybe spread over a number of days. The key is to take each of the provocations, the intermediate impossibles, and effectively meditate on them. Relax, just see where the mind goes. See if you can find ways in which you can convert them into fresh, novel and useful approaches. It's absolutely magical. Go and visit the Creative Problem Solving Network on LinkedIn. Join up, have a look at some of the examples that are on there. They will astound you.